Okay, it is Saturday, 1:29 p.m. in the afternoon. It's on the East Coast. So this is going to be another update for Million Token markets and just my general thoughts. And let me just get the disclaimer out of the way real quick. The opinions expressed in this video, past videos, and future videos are for general informational and entertainment purposes only, are not to be intended for provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual or any specific security or investment product. Is only intended to provide education. Please do your own research. Right? We'll get that out of the way real quick. So what are we talk about today? We're going to talk about just a macro cycle of Bitcoin. We're going to talk about my thoughts on the website for milliontoken.org. Just some ideas. We'll talk about million tokens charting and how that relates to Bitcoin. What else we're going to talk about? We'll talk about some of the wallets that are selling, what I think about it, what I've been doing, and probably that'll wrap things up. I'll probably look over my Twitter page and kind of browse through that, and there's probably some things there we could discuss as well. So real quick, Bitcoin, right? We're at right now, as I'm talking, 19,000, let's say $500. And the main thing about this, I posted on my Twitter days ago, was on the MACD. On the monthly chart, we flashed this light pink on the bottom here, which usually is signified in the past the start of a bull run. It's never failed. So if it fails this time for the first time, it'll be because we probably have already started the recession. It could be a depression. It won't reverse until the Fed pivots, because by now we all know the Fed controls the market. The economy is not run by supply and demand anymore. It's run by what the interest rates are and the liquidity of the money supply, basically. So this color change, I kind of FOMO'd it a bit buying. So that hasn't happened since my last video, and I'll update you what I'm doing with that. But still, Bitcoin's still kind of like in a general downtrend. We still have to break above the weekly, exponential ribbon to get bullish, right? Which is, we have to get above 31,000, 32,000. There's these CME gaps that one has to get filled up above, let's say 29,000. We could fill this up here and then still roll over. We still have this daily, we have to break above 23,000. There's still a lot of things to break above. So, in my mind, I think there's going to be a lot of chop for Bitcoin's price, even if we're going to be in a bull run. But we'll just wait and see. When it changed to the light green here, we went sideways for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months before it really took off. So 8 months of going sideways back in 2015. And when we turned light pink here in, when was that? So February 2019. We didn't go sideways too much there, but we went up too fast and then kind of rolled over. So, who knows what's going to happen now. And the time before that was back in April of 2020. And we went sideways for a couple months there. I don't know what's going to happen right now, but all eyes are on the Fed. And the Fed, got a lot of pressure from the world or the UN to stop raising interest rates, because you're going to cause a global depression. And that, and combined with the MACD turning light pink here, or orange, or whatever that is, I didn't want to take a chance. If the Fed was going to pivot quickly, I wanted to get some cheap million token while I could, under $3 or even under $2.50. And it was just, I think, around $2.20 yesterday at one point. So real quick, the proposals, nothing new here. We did have a close on the last proposal about removing the Black Swan link off the website, which was removed a couple of days later. So I'm glad that the proposals are still being used in the government system. People are still voting on it. So that's good. And the website, I know there was some talk about, removing the meme wording. Does the community still want Million Token to be known as a meme coin? I was always against that, but I think it should be discussed again on the Discord or Telegram. It was discussed recently on Telegram. about maybe making a proposal to remove any comments about it being a meme token, right? And I'm all for that. I've always been for that. Like right here where it says Web3 meme coin. People with money aren't going to want to invest in a meme coin. Like I'm talking about like Grayscale. Like if this was really taken seriously and you can sell it as a fixed supply like Bitcoin on Ethereum with no inflation, you've got lower energy fees, because now we're on proof of stake, and you've got other benefits as well. If this really takes off, and you in the future, like 5-10 years from now, you might have a Grayscale meme token trust, like a Bitcoin, like a Grayscale Bitcoin trust. You're not going to want the meme logo or theme in with this. Nobody's gonna take it seriously. I'm pretty cool still with the this cool looking lion logo with the helmet. I still like the logo of the coin, the lion there, and even up here where you see the lion logo when you buy a million token, you get that no logo pop up. But the meme things should be discussed among the community. If you want to be taken more seriously, I don't think you're going to get big players buying meme coins. I'm just thinking long term. So another thing that kind of caught my eye was, I still like the graphics here. I still like these graphics here. The graphic by the governance token. This is to me a little too cartoonish. If you want to stick with the meme token, fine, just keep it there. But if you want to be a little more serious, I'm not good with graphics or anything, but you can go with, the blind justice, the scales, or you could just have a simple graphic of the scales to represent people voting or whatever. But yeah, if you want to make a vote on, we want to remove language about being a meme token, I would suggest to also throw in there, let's, replace this graphic. It looks too different than the other lion logos. To me, it's just a little too cartoonish. So, but I would have a graphic ready to replace that if you're going to make a governance proposal on it. And we have our ecosystem here. It'd be nice to have the liquidity farming in here also next to DeFi Pro and Metaphora. And then maybe have a separate section of the community projects like Crypto Millions, Roar NFT, Online Media, Million Moon, Million Games. I don't know if we need Discord here, but we've had it listed a couple other times. But yeah, down here, I think people could find it here because you have the Discord here, but you don't have a link to the Telegram. I think you could probably remove that. And those are my only thoughts on the website. Just passing that along. I'm going to close that out. That and the scales, the charting for million token. I mean, right now we're at 242. We were at those prices back in like mid-June here, right? Well, let's take a look at Bitcoin. The prices for Bitcoin, I guess should put this on the daily chart now. We were at these prices. You can see the chart line here is the current price. We were at these prices in mid-July, July here, and also back in mid-June right here. So whether you bought Bitcoin in mid-June or million token in mid-June, you're still at the same price. It's just doing what the market's doing. It's, Bitcoin's been going sideways. Just like million token has been going sideways. Not like an exact mirror, but we're at the same prices, just like million token was back in mid-June. So I know I kind of have a sense that the community is capitulating to some degree. I had a comment posted on one of my videos recently. I had to remove, saying, million tokens dead or whatever. And I was surprised who it was coming from. Like, guys, if you're going to write negative comments, you're not going to do yourself any good writing it on my YouTube page. You're just going to get it. I'm just going to remove it, and then you'll be muted and won't be able to comment on future videos. So, I mean, it's the same thing with Discord or Telegram. If you're going to, badmouth the project, you're just going to get, muted or banned or booted or whatever, and it's just going to make you look like you capitulated, or you're just trying to cause FUD. So the people that are still watching my videos, the people that are still communicating in Discord or Telegram, they're the people that still want to believe in the project and want to contribute. So you're not doing anybody any favors, just spreading FUD on the token. So, like as I posted, the price of million tokens is the same as it was back in mid-June. The same thing with Bitcoin. I wouldn't say the project's dead. For me to say the project's dead is like if Bitcoin, doubled from now. Let's say we're at 40,000, and we're still at $2 for a million token. Then I would be like, okay, well then I guess I was wrong. But we still have so much more pain probably in the future, which is technically just refunded the staking pool. We had a whale, sell 14,000 tokens like in a day, which is probably one of these capitulation candles here. Probably this one back on end of September. But look at the candle wick that went way up. But we're kind of back at these lower levels here, which I'll discuss also. But my point is, maybe Tech Lead, he may or may not refund the pools and the rewards one more time. Maybe that was his last time. But whenever it does end, you're gonna have people withdrawing their million token from the pool, and they're gonna sell. They've been waiting this long time. They got their rewards, and they're like, okay, I'm out. I don't believe in the project anymore. And we could have prices well below $2 if a significant portion of those people sell. And I don't have a crystal ball, but it's probably likely. We had one person sell that 14,000 in a day, which wasn't very smart. I mean, if you're gonna sell, just sell it slowly, which what some whales are doing right now. So real quick, let me refresh this real quick. Defined. I'll get the latest prices for you. A million token at the time I'm recording, it'll be like another hour before this gets uploaded. So it'll probably get uploaded around 2:30 or 3 p.m. on Saturday Eastern time. Ethereum network, it's 241. I know I saw that go down to like 220 yesterday. Polygon's 248. Binance Smart Chain 254. I saw somebody buying like a lot pretty recently there, and I wouldn't bother with Avalanche or any of the other exchanges. There's no liquidity there. So the price is good right now on Ethereum blockchain. The liquidity is better there. The price could be slightly higher on Ethereum blockchain, and you'd still get more than on Polygon because the liquidity is better there. So if you want to see who's buying or selling, you can go to define. You can put in the thing. You can put in, who's buying and selling. Hit apply, and see who's buying and selling. Like I think some of these buys here from a few hours ago, they're like $1,000 buys, and the people that are selling, you have AC82. He's been around a long time. He had like 20,000 tokens at one point. Many months ago, and then he increased it to like 28,000, and then they were every week selling the rewards, and then they just recently sold a bunch yesterday. So let's see where that is. So I think this was their wallet address. So they had 28,000 here. They exited out. As you can see, they have 24,000. And they sold yesterday, 2,000 here, 1,000 here. They transferred another 1,000 to, another wallet address, probably sold there. But basically they sold, at least 3,000 yesterday. Fairly back to back almost. And I think that's what drove the price down to like $2.20 yesterday. So you've got that one whale, and I don't know how much more they're going to sell. They haven't staked it yet, right? And they're sitting on 24,000. So that's a mega whale. Watching that. Nothing I could do about it, but watch it, right? And then you've got the harvest. I think this is the harvest. No, what is this? This is the wormhole portal, right? So it's got 1,663. And some of these addresses, they've already doxed. I'm not going to go over names. You could probably find out who these people are already, but don't comment down below in the comment section or whatever. Just keep their privacy. Everybody sells for a reason, but the wormhole portal token, right? It was down to like 163 at one point, and then we had a deposit of 2,500 from this address, and then that gets transferred to these addresses here, and they just sell off, right? If you click on any of these addresses, they just sell off. And then when the balance went back to 163 million token, we had another deposit from the same address, 2,500. So that's 5,000 tokens in the last, 33 days or a month or so. And now, again, they've started transferring 500 here, 500 here, and they're selling. So, if the history is any past indication what's going to happen, they're going to just sell this down to like 163 again. And then, maybe they will put in another 2,500, 30 days from now and sell it off. I don't know, but they've got, 10,000, right? 10,000 tokens. Next we have, what is this? This is the harvest pool. So the people that are providing liquidity, they're getting rewards from Tech Lead. And a lot of those rewards are just being sold off. So, you can click on any of these outgoing wallets and see what they're doing. Like, well, anyway, just know that there's about almost 4,000 there, and that's going to be distributed, and they're going to probably be sold off. So that's going to be another more selling pressure going on. So like they harvested 500 here, right? And then 3 days ago, they sold it all, 200, 147, 133, 14, and they don't have anything left. So, I mean, I don't blame them if they're providing liquidity and, they don't want to have impermanent loss because their million tokens being bought up. They're going to take those rewards and they're going to sell them, because they don't want impermanent loss. And the harvest is, I think, was it 50% APY versus 20% in the pool? I haven't checked the pool. Anyway, again, that's just another source of selling pressure. So you've got the AC 82 with over 20,000 selling. You got the one whale with 10,000 selling. You've got the people that are providing liquidity who are getting harvest rewards. They're selling. You got a wallet here with 2,000 million token that unstaked 4 days ago, and they're just sitting on it. I'm not sure why they didn't want to have it staked, but that's a wallet I'm watching. They could probably sell. I don't know why you would unstake unless you're going to sell. What is this one? 21,000. I think we went over that one already. And what is this? This is, I don't even know. But there's a couple wallets out there. This one, 4443, Gate.io. I think they're pulling it in. Yeah, I was looking at the Gate.io wallet. I think it's one of the ones I closed out. I don't see a lot of heavy pressure selling, but this particular wallet was pulling money out. One of the few wallets, and they're sitting on 3,470. I don't see any selling pressure from this wallet. I think this is one of the few people that are, buying on Gate and then just pulling it out. I don't think there's really a lot of volume on Gate. If there was a lot of volume on Gate, I would see more people, depositing funds into Gate and pulling funds out of Gate. I just don't see a lot of that happening. And yeah, anyway, so there's another whale that had 1% of the supply, 10,000. I think they staked 6,000 of it, and they're sitting on the rest. They've been selling regularly. And let me go back to that here. So if you're a whale selling, and I'll just pull up the sell orders. AC82, you can see they've been selling a lot. A929, I think that's that 1% whale. And there's not a lot of buyers per se. But if you're selling, you got to be like, well, I want to sell before the next whale sell does. Otherwise, when I sell, I'm not going to get as much money. So it's I'm going to just let them battle it out, right? Like for the last couple weeks, when I noticed the MACD flash that pink, right? Where is it? Right here. It flashed pink on the monthly. I guess I got to put this back on the monthly. Yeah, when it flashed this, I started buying when I noticed that, and I had enough fiat on hand where I could reach my next major goal, which I just kind of FOMO'd in and I dollar cost average pretty heavily, and I reached that goal. So you guys know, when I first doxed myself to some degree, I had almost 1% of the supply, and as the price went down, I finally got my 1% goal, and then I doubled that to 2%, and with the price going sideways, over weeks here, I significantly have increased my balance of million token again, without getting into specifics, but just it's significant. I haven't sold any million tokens. So, but I at this point, since I reached my goal, I'm not fiat poor, but I'm not going to be buying any large bags anytime soon. It'd be like weeks or months if I'm going to get like another 10,000 or so. I'm going to let these whales just battle it out. If they're going to sell, and then keep in mind you have all the people that are in the pool when those rewards run out. A certain part of them are going to sell, and I'm going to just be waiting on the sidelines. It's probably for months, really. And if we saw, what the MACD had shown, we could go sideways for months with Bitcoin before, the next bull run starts. And the next bull run's going to start whenever the Fed pivots. I just don't see any other way around it. If the Fed wants to keep raising rates to 4.25% or whatever, until something breaks, like if we see Credit Suisse go under, and it's going to start affecting people's retirement accounts because everything's linked together. Like in the global financial crisis, like AIG got bailed out. Otherwise, people's 401ks would have gotten hammered. If we get to that stage, the Fed's going to have to pivot. Hopefully they'll pivot before something breaks. But according to Lynn Alden, they're probably going to keep raising rates to curb inflation until something breaks. And I kind of tend to agree with that. So if something breaks, we could have another further capitulation event where Bitcoin goes down, 80% minimum. And from the top, that would be a price of, 13,000, which is, we're looking at these monthly support levels here at those price ranges. And then at those prices, and the stock market will be, who knows what the stock market's going to be at. Probably back at like COVID levels, before the Fed pivoted. If we get down to those levels, then something's going to break. The Fed will pivot. I could wait for that. So if we continue to go down further, I'm just going to hold on with what I have, because if they pivot sooner, I'm glad I bought when I did. So again, I'm not buying anything right now. Prices would have to be significantly lower for me to buy more, like $1.50. It'd have to make new lows basically. So that's $1.72 there. Like, I don't know. I'm not even gonna think about buying unless it's like $1.50 or less. And we'll see what these whales do. They've got 20,000, 10,000, another $10,000 whale, 10,000 million token whale. That's 40,000 between the three whales. Not even talking about GAIO and the staking pool, what they're going to do when the rewards run out. So, those are all things I'm thinking about. And speaking about GAIO, we have 237 on GAIO. Interesting, because we just saw that the prices. So right now it looks like price is really low on GAIO if you wanted to buy there. Anytime I tried getting on an exchange when I had the opportunity to, if the price was really low and I put in a buy order in, all of a sudden the price would just shoot up. It's like they didn't want me to buy at these low prices. So I tell you, I just ignore it. Like when I was buying in the last couple of weeks, million token, and the price I knew was low on Gate.io, I kept buying it on with Uniswap, and then eventually the price on Gate.io went up. You know, so I just totally ignore exchange prices because they own the majority of million token in their wallet. We've shown that before on this channel. Was it 25,000 or whatever it was, and before that it was like closer to 50,000 million tokens. So they could move the price whenever they want, and they've got enough capital to raise it too. So I just ignore any price on Gate.io or Biloxi, whatever that other exchange is, which is I think based in Seychelles. So just be real careful with these exchanges. I think that's all I really wanted to cover with Bitcoin, the markets, million token website, well selling, wells buying. There was I think I'll just go on my Twitter page here, see what's here. It's my profile. I know this is private to some people that aren't following me, so I'll just kind of go through here and see what I have posted in the past, in case you missed out. So Celsius, right? They published everybody's name, address, how much they had, their addresses. That's just crazy. That's crazy. I feel sorry for people that were in Celsius. Lynn Alden said the Fed's going to tighten until something breaks. Yeah, I tend to agree with that. And still a lot of leverage going on. If people just bought spot Bitcoin, we would be in a much better place. And what else do we have here? Memes. We have here's a post I posted about, do you want to buy a million token under $3 or wait until it's like 60 or 90? Because this one whale, he bought 300,000 worth of tokens when it was like $60, and then they bought same guy bought 200,000 when it was like $90. And I think this particular whale is still sitting on 10,000 in the I think they're just kind of chilling right now with 10,000. But they bought $500,000 worth, and I think these type of whales they will come back when the price rebounds or the markets start to rebound and show bullish momentum. Which is I'm thinking about it. Let's say you're a whale and you cash out 5 or 10,000 tokens, right? So how much is it going to cost you to get that back at today's price? So let's say you want to buy 5,000 tokens today. How much is that going to cost you? $20,000 will give you 6,662 at an average price of $3. Okay. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good, actually. I thought it'd be a lot more. But let's say you wanted 10,000. Would that be $40,000? Okay, 11,000 tokens will get 40,000, and that'll bring the price up to $3.60. Okay, that's still pretty good. That's good. If you were at 20,000, if you had 20,000 tokens, like a mega whale, like that one guy or person does. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. Would it cost you double that? 80,000? That'll give you 16,000. So you have to spend more than that. 100,000? Yeah, you get to a certain point, and it's hard. It's going to be really, really, really hard if you want to control like 2 or 3 or 4% of the supply. You're going to have to spend a lot of money. Like, let's just put in 200,000 and see what happens. Now, obviously, as you're buying, people are going to sell on you. 200,000 will get you 20,567 million token. Okay, interesting. Yeah, but you would think 100,000 would give you half of that, right? But it doesn't work out that way. You get a lot less million token for your money. Anyway, just play around with the numbers. So if you're a whale, and you have to sell to pay bills or whatever, I feel for you. But you got to do what you got to do. But if you're gonna sell and think you're gonna buy back cheaper, the liquidity might not be there for you. So like what I'm saying is if those liquidity rewards run out and people are just like, well, I'm pulling out my million token because I don't want it in permanent loss, but I'm going to do it now because at least I'm getting rewards for it. You're going to be in a world of hurt if you already sold 10,000 of your tokens and now you want to buy back cheaper. You may not get that many million token because the liquidity might not be there. And the price is just going to skyrocket. If this is one scenario I think that could play out is when we are in a bull run and we get above this moving average and we start going bullish and everybody FOMOs into their altcoins. Even if they had made a lot of money in Bitcoin and they want to like take some profits and get their altcoins, and that's how altcoins just shoot up in price. The liquidity might not be there for a million token, because there's no rewards for it unless you get the rewards that Uniswap gives you. Let's say, you just might not get as many million token as you might think you would for the amount of money you might be sitting on. So just keep that in mind. Play around with the numbers on Uniswap, and that's what the good liquidity we have now. And I just think the liquidity is going to be far, far less as time goes on, especially when the rewards run out. Let's see what else we have here. There was one wallet I posted that had over 10,000 or 16,000 million token, and they're still buying with $1,000 buys pretty regularly too. So this Peter Zane presentation was good. If you click on it, you can find it on YouTube. You could just search Keynote Peter Zane 2022 at the annual ECC conference. But he said that the average baby boomer is going to retire at the end of this year, right? The Q4 this year. And, they've already started retiring. He's just saying the average one. So I guess over the next several years, these baby boomers, which are like the largest demographic in history, right? If they're going to cash out, I don't see how the stock market can sustain itself. If you have more people cashing out than people that are buying, more sellers and buyers, price has to go down. Like we know that, right? Being in million token, if something goes parabolic, people are going to cash out and the price goes down. Well, if these baby boomers are going to cash out, we could have a stock market decline for years and years. The younger generation isn't buying stocks. They might be buying crypto. And now if you watched Andre Geek's recent video, there's like something that was published about, maybe the younger generation shouldn't even be saving now. They should just be living their, spending their money and living their 20s, increasing their standard of living or whatever. Have fun, travel while you're still healthy type thing, which is, you could listen to his comments. It's a good video. I tend to agree with him. Like, I think the earlier you save, the better it is because the compounding interest formula works in your favor. And it's better to start saving early when you can. But, I think there's a little propaganda behind that published article about, not saving and to spend because, they want you to spend the money in the economy to stimulate the economy. And anyway, it's just weird. So what else we have here? Willy Woo, max pain. This is one way to visualize maximum pain. And it looks like the bottom's hit when these lines touch, right? And boy, we aren't even close to that. That line looks like it's around 10K. So, if Bitcoin comes down to 10K, I guess Willy Woo could say, I told you so. So, just keep that in mind. I don't really see it going below 13K, but you never know. I mean, if you're in the long term, if you're young, you could go up and you can handle the volatility. You should be able to if you're young. If you're older, like me, you're more conservative. And let's see what else we have here. Some Thorchain stuff, some inflation stuff, some new video about Invest Answers about what it takes to be wealthy is in the Bitcoin thing. Hopefully one day we'll have something like this for million token. The to be a whale, a million token is still 1,000 to have 1,000 tokens, which I guess at today's price, if you had 1,000 tokens times, let's say 250, that's $2,500. That's really cheap to be a whale in a community. And there's only theoretically could be 1,000 whales because there's only 1 million fixed supply, a million token. And we already know that, some people have more than 1,000. As far as I know, there's, a $30,000 million token whale. I showed you a 20K whale earlier, a couple 10K whales, and there's a lot of people out there that probably have multiple wallets. So I don't know if there's more than one 30K whale. Maybe there's a 40 or 50K whale. But yeah, so there's that. And if you're a whale, like I've recently been buying, I don't like to put them in like a big wallet anymore because let's say the price is, $100 or $200 per million token in sometime in the future, right? If I start selling out of my, mega whale wallet, it's going to cause panic in the community probably, right? So I'll probably will just sell from one of my smaller wallets or whatever. So that's what I'm doing with that. Anyway, so if you're thinking about becoming a whale of like 10, 20, 30,000 million token, and you want to be under the radar, don't link your wallets, don't use OpenSea or Metaphor, don't dox yourself, and have multiple wallets. So that's that. And the CBBI info, it's been around 5 or 6. I don't know where it is today, but those are some really low levels. And I think back here is old news. So I think that's been a long discussion. How long have I been talking for? Only 37 minutes. Okay. So, talk about in the community what you think about the website. Do we want to go with the meme or do you want to get rid of the meme? Because this is the time, we're in the bear market. If you want to make changes, now's the time to do it. There's not a lot of eyes on altcoins right now. So if you want to make changes, now's a good time to do it. I know you guys liked me and gave me a thumbs up on this. I was saying, if we get 50 likes, I would do a live video or whatever. We didn't get 50, we got 21, but that's still pretty good. That's respectable because, usually you'll be lucky to get 10. So we got 21 people here. Thank you to those people that gave me a thumbs up. That gave me encouragement to make this video. And there you go. And I'm going to probably stay quiet until the price comes down to, $1.50 or less. I'm kind of just watching these whales here, sell amongst each other. Who's going to sell first? Who's going to flinch first? Because if one whale sells, a couple hundred and lower the price before the next whale sells, it's just I'm gonna just stay on the sidelines and watch them sell amongst each other, basically, and hopefully they will stop selling. But everybody has to sell for a reason, and I'm just feel like I'm rambling on here. Everybody have a great weekend, and I will talk to you sometime in the future. Bye bye.